what you learned in school. Never mind what your parents told you and disregard what your friends say. From now on, the only people you need to listen to are these guys. For the next several minutes, they'll take you on a journey through the political jungle. And when your journey is over and you're safe at home, they promise you'll be stronger, smarter, and just plain better. So buckle up, hang on to your ears, because your journey starts now.
I'm a convict. I'm an outlaw. I'm a rebel. I'm not a Sunday school teacher.
Well, Steve, you forgot to plug it in. Got it? Nice. I think everybody heard it.
I doubt it.
I don't know. Did you hear it? Yes, I did.
Certainly hear the caving in of the roof last night.
Last night?
Or tonight.
Right now?
Right now. Anyways, you're listening to At Odds. I'm Brian. Over there is Nate.
Hey.
It's May 17th, 2018. We're in the Freedom Studios on the 15th floor of the Patriot Towers in Liberty City. Where at, Nate?
Alberta.
We're in Alberta, Michigan?
It's
up by Traverse City.
No. Oh. Montana.
The Alberta?
Yep, the Alberta, Montana.
Wow. It's nice. How's the weather there?
It's cold.
Is it? Well, I would imagine it would be. Let's see. We have a guest today. I think a little bit later. Terri Stocke? We're not sure. We should. We'll have to ask her. She's the president of the Second Amendment March, right? So she's going to talk about the march that's coming up on June 20th from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. on the East Lawn of the state capitol in Lansing, Michigan.
Yes.
And we have a special band playing. Who is that, Nate?
That's Madison Rising. They're America's most patriotic rock band.
Yes, they are.
They'll be playing, for an hour, probably 12 to 1, something like that. But they'll be playing for an hour.
I don't know. Be good. I'm not kept abreast of those private conversations.
I know.
We have our trivia question and our day in history, too.
Ooh, that gets people to keep... Oh, I see our listener count's dropping. That's weird.
That'll happen.
The good news is it can't drop forever.
Yeah, the bad news is, yes, it can.
No, eventually it hits zero. And
no, there's minus infinity.
Listeners? What is...
I think so. That's when we get sucked into a black hole.
The world implodes.
Yeah. Minus infinity.
We should try to do better then, for the sake of humanity.
Is there a minus infinity in mathematics and
yes,
theories and stuff? It's got to be.
I mean, yeah. But infinity's just a weird thing anyway, right?
I don't know.
It is.
It's too far away for me to even think about.
Yeah.
But North and South Korea aren't too far away.
They are not too far away.
South Korea is not happy with the U.S. South Korea joint military operations that are going on.
Yeah.
Because, extreme clean leader, dear leader, think it bad for me to have them do that. It looks like war.
No idea what you're saying.
Yeah. Some young guy is really upset about it, and he's threatening to pull out of the deal and not talk to the Trumpster and to start building nuclear weapons.
Yeah.
That's all I got to say about that.
Well, no, I
Trump
think...
says we'll see.
Yeah, we're right. There's a month or something until the meeting.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a pretty standard negotiation tactic of like, well, then never mind, I'm going to walk away from the table.
If Trump backs down from this joint military training, it's over.
I don't think that's true, but I don't think he will.
I hope he doesn't. But if he does, it's over.
What do we have to lose?
It's over.
What's over?
The American
the world?
His Trump supporters will destroy him.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I mean, that's what people have been saying about everything, like his calls for gun control. I'm pretty sure his polling numbers are going up.
He backed out of that.
Right.
He's at the damn NRA convention, for goodness sakes.
Yeah. But it's a gun-free zone, so that's okay.
Speaking of the NRA convention.
Were you there?
I was not there. I wish I was. Apparently, the Hyatt Dallas Reunion Square Hotel was searching people's cars. Their guests' cars.
Yeah.
The valets were. I don't know if it's legal. Now, I can tell you what their security manager said. This is private property, and we can look in anything we want without probable cause. I don't think that's quite true.
I don't know. If
I don't know that
not.
they could enter your hotel room and go into, let's say, your safe in your hotel room without
don't know.
cause. I don't think they can. As a rentor, you have certain rights.
Yeah, maybe.
I mean, a landlord just can't burst into somebody's apartment, can they? I don't think so.
No, generally not. Not unless there's some emergency or something.
Now, unless there's some kind of clause in their rental agreement that says we can go through whatever we want at any time.
Right.
But I don't know if that's the case. So I asked some Michigan attorneys, and one responded and said, well, it could be trespass to chattel.
I don't know what that means.
Chattel is your yard, your goods, your area within your domicile.
Like your car parked in a parking lot?
I would think so.
Okay.
He said it would be a tort claim. He says there's no basis or right to speech, but they're not a state actor, right? So they're not the government. So no damages. His advice, don't use valet service because you literally give them the keys.
I think that's the other piece, too, is like you not only invite them into your car, you let them take it.
Right.
So it's...
I would be
right or not, you have to expect that happens. I think most valets, like cops, are good.
Yeah.
But there's definitely some valets out there that are just bad apples, and they're searching through your car and stealing your spare change.
Right.
So you have to expect it.
That's why I have a security camera in my car.
Yeah.
I don't know if it works, but it's in there.
Also, that'd be one of the first things they steal.
They steal that, yeah. It's in their car now.
And they have good video of themselves.
Yeah. What else did I have to say about that?
I don't know I don't know how you pronounce it. Is it Hyatt? That's how I always say it. It's
Hyatt.
One of the nicest it might have been a Hyatt Regency, I think, but one of the nicest hotels that I've ever stayed in. Well, one of the nicest like mid-range hotels that I've ever stayed in. Hyatt. I've stayed in a couple of them. They're really nice.
Yeah, they'll search your vehicle.
Better than yeah, that's fine. I've got nothing to hide.
See, I know what. Thank you. That's exactly what I was going to talk about. So when you see people that say, "Well, I let the police search my car because I have nothing to hide," but
yeah.
What if you use a valet at some point and you forgot about it, and those guys were smoking reefer, reefer man, in the car, and they dropped some reefer on the floor. They stashed some reefer.
What's reefer?
In the ashtray. I think that's weed. Grass, man. Some marijuana. Some wacky tobacco.
Ooh.
And so the cops find that. Bingo, bango, bongo. You're in handcuffs.
Yep.
And what if it's not even? What if it's some of that cocaine? Yeah. Doesn't have to be wacky tobacco.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
For sure.
For sure.
For sure. I've got nothing to hide.
Da 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 da. You have dogs.
I almost never use valet service, by the way.
My wife has at the Radisson downtown Lansing.
Yeah, you
pretty much have to. Yeah,
I think if you want to park there. I don't think they have self-parking.
No. You might ask what my wife's doing at the Radisson.
I know exactly
downtown.
what she's doing at the Radisson downtown.
She's hooking. So that's how we live in the nice house that we do.
That's not nice.
No, I know it. She's getting up there too.
Yeah, I
don't know how she does
all.
it. Yeah. What?
No, I was just saying I only use valet if I have to.
Well, good for you.
Thanks.
God, I could care less if they search your car. You got nothing to hide.
I have nothing to hide. There's not a whole lot of need for valet around here.
What about though when they search your car and you don't want them to, like in your driveway? That is bad.
That's real bad.
God,
you think that was a valet that did that?
It could have. It was his daytime job.
Jeez.
All right. You're a dog owner. I'm a
They
dog
got him
owner.
on credit card fraud. So
Did they?
Yeah.
Good. That's nice. As long as it all worked out in the end. All right. Dog owner, can we get to the dogs? I want to get to the dogs.
Mm-hmm. It's a sad story, though.
It is. Although you don't know. The dog might have been abused.
Oh, it's a happy story.
It could be a happy story. It's a silly story.
Finally had enough.
So, I have a dog. I have a beautiful Labrador. Big dog. She can hurt you when she wrestles with you.
It's a large dog.
She's got a big mouth. Sweet mouth. Sweet baby. Just a sweet dog.
She's a good dog.
She's a sweet, decent, good dog.
She's a good, not a bad dog. If you want her to not jump on you and sit on you and lay on you,
she's very bad at
you
that.
have to go somewhere else.
Right.
She's
Find another
going to
dog.
do that, but yeah, it's a good dog.
She's a good dog. Magnificent dog. Tremendous dog.
Bigly.
Bigly dog. Huge dog. She really is huge.
And everyone knows it.
We got her from China. Anyways, this guy says, I carry in a belly band under my bib overall. So right away, I'm not liking this guy.
Because of the belly band or the bib overalls?
Both. In combination. And apparently my dog bumped the safety one time. And when he bounded back over, one of his toes went right down into the trigger guard.
Okay.
It has a trigger safety as well as a thumb safety, and this has got to be a 45. And he managed to hit both of them. And it discharged and went into my leg. It did no major damage to anything, the man said. You know why?
Because it was, I don't know, tiny?
It was a 9mm.
Yeah.
That's why it didn't do any damage.
Because we all know that 9mm is useless.
It's useless.
Horrible.
You don't want to use
anybody that carries a 9mm.
No.
Terrible. Absolutely horrible. I can't imagine.
You know what my undercover carry gun is?
380?
Yeah.
It's about 9mm.
Almost.
Yep. Do you wear it in a belly band with the trigger exposed?
I wear it in a belly band with no shirt on or overalls.
Just the belly band.
Just the belly band. And
Yikes.
I will say that the neighbors are starting to complain.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. It's not my neighbors that I worry about. It's my boss.
Yeah. Oh,
I wear it at work.
Nice.
Well, that's not appropriate. I go, what, the belly band or the gun? He says both. So I'm going to have to find another job. Maybe I could get a job at a overall company. What are you doing?
Texting.
Okay, great. Now we got a show. We're doing a show.
Not only do we have a show, it's a mobile show, and we're driving right now while I'm texting.
We're going to die.
It turns out the data doesn't show that it's
We're going to die.
more dangerous than anything else.
So if you're going to rough house with your doggy,
Cover your trigger? I mean, what?
I don't know.
It seems it's plausible, but so the dog jumped.
So you're doubting this? Wait a minute. You said it's plausible. So you are doubting his story.
The dog jumped.
There is a smidgen of doubt in your voice that the veracity of this man, who has a belly band and overalls,
Mr.
Ream, who got reamed,
he got with a 9mm.
It didn't do any damage.
The prep sheet says it's 0.9mm, so it's real small.
It's really small, and so you're questioning his story.
So the dog jumped.
They're roughhousing. They're
one
playing.
time.
Yeah,
flipped the safety off.
that's one.
And then jumped again. Somehow got in there, pulled the trigger safety, which I'm assuming is the little third, like, bloop that you have to pull, like on a Glock, that you have to pull back along with the trigger.
Oh, or you can have it in the grip.
Well, it says trigger safety.
Yeah, but it might have been pushing on that. I don't know.
Flipped off the thumb safety.
You're right. I'm starting to
Went
question
in
this.
there, somehow pulled the trigger.
You know what I think this was? I think this was a suicide attempt that went bad, and he had to come up with a story. Or he was trying to put the dog down, and the dog fought back.
Do you know the guy?
Mr. Reams, yeah. Down
really?
the street from me.
Because I'm wondering if maybe he was like cleaning it or something, or holstering or unholstering.
No,
and he's blaming the poor dog.
No, I think I think it's happened just exactly the way he said it. Why would I doubt Mr. Ream?
As one of our top
Remy.
top
We'll find out later.
50 favorite listeners said
Yeah.
they think it's very pausable.
I would pause about it too.
Yeah, hilarious.
Oh, I didn't get that. I was
Dog
thinking
pause.
pause and pause. Oh, that's very clever.
It is clever.
That's funny. We have the best.
Well, I hope
we have the best listeners.
I hope Mr. Ream.
Both of them are great.
I hope Mr. Ream. Well, this
Reamy
this
or
one's
Ream?
in our top 50. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
I hope Mr. Reamy.
Or Reem.
Remy.
Remy.
I hope they recover fully.
I do too. No damage. No major damage.
Well, being shot by your own gun and it doing no major damage may make you think twice about what you're carrying.
we know somebody that had that happen.
Their dog.
It
jumped
wasn't
on
their
it twice.
dog. No.
Yeah, that wasn't a 9mm though.
Yes, it was.
It was not. We've went through this before.
I thought he said it was a 9mm. That's why he'll never carry a 9mm.
No.
What was it?
Well, are we thinking about different?
I think we're thinking of the same person.
It was some weird.
Essentially a 9mm.
I'm not sure. It was. I don't know. It was a little rifle round looking thing. It was huge.
Are you
like
saying
a 223?
Are you saying it had a shoulder on a cartridge?
Yeah.
Is that what you're saying?
That's what I'm saying.
Those are usually quite powerful, and you'd want to use that. Okay. I don't know.
No, I
We'll
think
get him on the show and
well,
have him talk about it.
I bet we won't.
I bet we won't either.
Well, I think the problem was that it traveled so fast that it just went through and through a wall.
It went through his bone of his tibia, of his
Yeah, so it didn't.
large bone in his leg.
Yeah, and it hurts, but it was.
It was funny because the first thing he said is, That's all it did?" Not that he blew a hole in his leg, but
Right.
he was surprised how little damage there was.
That's my point, because it was traveling so quickly.
Yeah.
Similar issue with 9mm.
Is that it? So quick?
Yes.
I didn't know that. You mean
It's small.
okay, so 22s are really small. They're really quick?
Yeah, they are, but not because they're small necessarily.
Oh, well, you're relating smallness to quickness somehow.
No, the two factors together mean less damage.
Lots of power in small size?
Well, not.
Or big size and low power?
I'll teach you physics after.
Would you give me a
I'm
course?
saying what you want is the bullet to go in, bounce around, and cause all sorts of havoc inside.
Oh, like a 223, like those AR-15s.
Those you'll just explode
They'll
and turn
explode
inside
your
out.
guts inside
Yeah,
out.
those are real big.
Ugh. I didn't think about those. All right. Are we done with that?
They're so big, but also you can't use them to hunt because they're not.
They're not powerful
It's
enough
not a
to-
hunting. So what,
You can't kill a deer with it.
Yeah, we're done with that. Let's move on.
I don't know. Supreme Court strikes down sports gambling law. Sports gambling? Yes, sports gambling. Does that mean they're going to let Pete Rose into the Hall of Fame finally?
Poor guy. I doubt it.
Yeah, so do I.
But
too bad.
yeah, so I mean, I think that's good.
I mean, Pete Rose was betting on his own team. That's a little bit different than
Betting on them to lose.
or win. Either way,
Yeah,
you bet on other people's teams, and that might.
but
be
what's
all right.
different about it? I mean, I understand it's different, but it shouldn't be illegal.
To bet on your own team
Right.
while you're playing?
Right.
I think it should be illegal. Yeah.
Why?
It's an unfair advantage.
What's unfair?
What do you mean? What's unfair?
What's unfair?
You can determine the outcome of the game by how you play.
You think Pete Rose had that much influence over the game?
I think he did.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
Not that much.
Strikes out a couple of times and misses a couple of ground
Oh,
balls.
to lose?
Yes, to lose.
I said to lose, and you said, well, and win.
Either way, you don't bet on your own team.
Or you do, but why does the
Unless it's a
government
really
why
good
does the
team.
government need to be involved?
It wasn't.
You said it should be illegal. Because
Oh,
it's
I don't know if it
not
was
fair.
It's not fair. I didn't say it was legal. It was held. It was dealt with internally, I think.
That's perfectly fine.
Yeah,
I said it shouldn't be illegal.
I don't know that it
and
is.
you
I don't know if
said,
it is.
I think it should be illegal.
I don't know. I don't know if it is.
Okay, well, so we agree. I was right.
I don't think so.
That's all. Now the states are like Michigan's scrambling to, well, since it's the federal law was struck down for sports gambling, we need to have some state laws that regulate sports gambling. So that's good. We'll see a bunch of, probably several states passing laws that, I don't know if they can ban it, but that will restrict it and only can do it in casinos or something. I just don't think we need government in there.
What about along our borders?
We don't need government along our borders.
Okay.
I mean, we do along the northern border.
Well, yeah, it's
with Canada. In South Dakota.
It's not if
South
they will
Dakota
attack, it's when they will attack.
The South Dakotan border to Canada.
Yeah. So open border, you have an open border policy?
No, I don't. I was just disagreeing with everything the government does.
Okay. California National Guard members. California member.
Ooh.
Who are deployed to secure the U.S.-Mexican border are directed by President Trump, will not be armed and will not have the ability to make any arrests, which is the Passe Comatas Act, although I guess National Guards can be called in for law enforcement for some reason. I don't know. I know they use Coast Guard helicopters to look for drugs in law enforcement, but technically they're under Homeland Security and not military unless there's a war on.
Right.
We're not at war with anybody, are we?
Well, yeah, it's a good question.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
I don't know. You can listen to liberal dads tell jokes about it.
Libertarian.
Oh, yeah, libertarian. God, not liberal dads.
They don't joke about anything.
No, they're not funny. All right, so they'll be doing behind-the-scenes mission support roles, and California Governor Brown.
What is that, like paperwork?
Brought about the condition that the troops could not officially enforce immigration laws or help build the new border wall. But a chief patrol agent says the troops will provide logistical and administrative support, operating detection systems, providing mobile communications, and clearing vegetation for roads, among other tasks. They're happy to hear that. We'll be clearing brush, Bill.
Yep.
I joined the damn guard to clear brush.
Bring your machete.
In the damn desert, it's 115 effing degrees.
How much brush is there in the desert?
And I got a machete. That's all I have, Bill. A machete. I don't even have an M1.
Yeah.
The sector is short of about 200 agents, apparently. And the guardsmen will try to fill that gap. As I said, law enforcement will not be a part of that.
Okay.
California will give about 73 guardsmen. They could be there until the end of September or the end of the fiscal year. We don't know. Or ever. Forever. We don't know.
They'll be
I guess when the machetes get dull and broken. The last machete was used to kill a cacti.
Well, yeah.
And now the boys will be coming home to a grand parade in all the town squares
there
throughout
might be
California.
a parade. They could join a parade. We need a good military parade. It's been a while since we had one.
Yeah, I think probably.
You know what? I think Trump is agreeing to meet with Kim Jong-un from North Korea
to get
tips on how to have a good military parade.
Brilliant. He is a mastermind.
He really is.
Trump is.
He said throughout his campaign he would surround himself with smart people that
some young guy doesn't even know he's being duped. They'll start talking about all sorts of stuff pretty soon. They go, hey, that's a hell of a parade you have there, some young guy.
Tell me about that.
Thank you very much. I really hot.
Stop it.
And well, how do you do all that? How do you get all those people out there? Oh, you starve them for a while. They do anything for food.
It's either that or they're beheaded or, poisoned or
whatever they are.
Whatever.
Shot, probably. Just taken out and shot. Oh, you'll be target. You on the left target practice. You on the right targets.
Jeez.
I think that's about right.
Yeah, it is. That's terrible. Absolutely horrible.
It was a funny joke, though.
Do you think? And we talked about this
target practice.
This. Oh, I get it.
Okay.
We talked about the guards.
Saves on paper silhouettes.
The security that they're low on paper probably. He made the guys run along his limousine.
Sure.
Right.
Sure.
Do you think that's like something you get promoted to, or is that like entry level?
I got to think if you're running along the big cheese there, that's got to be pretty high status.
I would think so.
Yeah.
I would think so.
I mean, the same as like our Secret Service guys. Yeah. Way up there, socially.
The Secret Service, the agents that are on the president.
No, I'm talking about throughout the whole U.S. society.
So any Secret Service agent.
Oh, up the top. I mean, high status.
Oh, I agree with that. But But I think the ones that are on the president's personal detail are they're like the tip of the cool
Depends
factor.
how much they like the president.
Well, I mean, perception-wise, they may or may not be happy about
So
it.
they're top men, what you're saying?
There was
and
that,
women?
There
Top
was that,
men
there
and
was
women?
that one female, I think, right, that said she wouldn't take a bullet for the president or whatever.
Yeah. What's she doing
I
now?
think it was for Trump, right?
She working at a Tim Hortons in Canada?
Not working. She's a
Customer?
She's a customer, or not a customer.
The thing is,
they
that's,
won't let her use
that's
the
a-
bathroom.
That's the people that work that really have a job.
A crappy job.
A
You could
crappy
say
job.
Crappy,
I could say.
Are we
I
going
would
to
say
talk
yes.
about that? Because
No, we are not. No, we're not.
Do you think?
Okay. We're running out of time.
All right.
Okay.
I'm just wondering if Tim Hortons will change their policy on bathrooms, because that's what it was, right?
No,
Is
it wasn't.
It was.
Who said that?
The staff there told her she couldn't use their bathroom, that it was only for guests, for customers.
Oh, I heard that Tim Hortons policy is for anybody that can come and use their bathrooms.
In certain areas, Tim Hortons restricts it. And and they let their
just like Dunkin' Donuts
I don't know about Dunkin' Donuts
or whatever one that was
Starbucks.
Starbucks, yeah,
Yeah.
Starbucks.
It makes sense because you have certain areas where you want to restrict your bathroom, I guess. You don't want those transients coming in to take
Try
baths.
to use a bathroom at a gas station in Detroit. Never going to happen.
Yeah, well,
Never going to happen.
gas stations in a lot of places, you have to carry the full size.
If
tire.
they have keys, but I'm telling you, in
Yeah.
Detroit, there are no public bathrooms there,
Yeah.
and they tell you that behind a lot of bulletproof glass and steel bars.
Oh, it's safe here. Don't worry.
God.
Yeah.
All right, Lebanon, Pennsylvania.
Lebanon. That's confusing.
Why?
Lebanon.
PA.
It's like Alberta, Montana.
My caption is, what dystopian hell is this?
It's Lebanon.
Where the schools there, the students are required to smile while walking the hallways
I like
between
it.
classes.
I like it.
Students who don't smile on their face have to report. They either have to smile or they have to report to their guidance counselor to discuss the problems that they may be having because they're not smiling all the time.
I like it.
Let's see. Says even though smiling in the hallway is not a written rule at the school district, it is something the assistant high school principal has taken upon himself to enforce,
Good.
according to several teachers. So it's not even a policy. He's just being a dick. My children will smile. That's all I have to say. They will smile and they will smile.
He's going for the most smiley.
He's
school.
going for the assistant high school principal of the year
He has the most smiling students
for
in his
Lebanon, Pennsylvania.
school. I like it.
Smile, students. Now, that's right out of 1984. I don't like it.
Wenger, the
Wenger?
Mr. Wenger is the assistant principal. Mm-hmm. Has been accused of throwing around a sex toy in the office during school hours.
No way.
He may care about whether students are smiling between classes, but parents and teachers have bigger concerns.
Like what?
Both say Wenger and his fellow administrators don't care enough about bullying and harassment.
Oh, well, those are important too. But if you're going to be a bully, do it with a smile on your face. And if you're being smashed in the mouth by a bully, remember, the more you're smiling, the more your teeth will get knocked out.
That's
So smile, smile, smile.
There's nothing wrong with smiling.
Screw you. If I don't want to smile, I don't have to smile.
Yeah, I never said you had to, but
They do.
no, they don't.
Yeah, they do.
They have options.
No, yeah, then go talk to the counselor. Why aren't you smiling today? Because I don't like it.
There's another option. They can have
Billy?
if they don't talk to the counselor about their issues, they get detention.
Billy, what are you?
It's kind of like vacation.
What are you rebelling against?
Why aren't
He
you
says.
smiling?
He says, "What do you got?" That's an old line.
All right, let's do the question of the day, and then take a break,
Okay, fine.
and then maybe come back with a guest.
If our guest remembered, All right, so this is an easy one, but don't look it up on Google because it's really easy to look up on Google. Don't do that. Look it up on Jeeves.
Oh, is that still around?
I don't know. Which president is on the United States? Now, it's the United States $1,000 bill, not any other country. What president is on the United States $1,000 bill? That's it. It's easy. Have you ever seen a $1,000 bill?
In real life?
I've just seen photographs.
Right. Yeah, me too. I saw the
There's $100,000 bills were around for a while, too.
I saw the $0 bill with Karl Marx on it.
Yeah, that was funny. Was it a dollar bill or a pound? It was an English pound.
I don't know. It was 0 whatevers. It would make less sense to be a dollar than a pound, I think.
No, wasn't Karl Marx German? So it would be a Deutschmark?
But it's closer.
I don't know.
Closer to where they use pounds than the American dollar.
I guess.
Like China. China's close.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we'll be right back.
Lock it in. And rip the knob off. Red State Talk Radio.
My Parents Open Carry, a pro-gun kids book from White Feather Press. 13-year-old Brenna and her parents spend their day in typical fashion. But what's not so typical is that Brenna's parents lawfully open carry handguns for self-defense. And the Strongs join a growing number of families who are standing up for their Second Amendment right and bringing gun ownership out of the closet. Order your copy of this unique kids book at myparentsopencarry.com.
It's a bumpy ride through the political jungle with Nate and Brian.
Believe me, if I started murdering people, there'd be none of you left.
Tired of paying outrageous prices for Viagra? Well, we have great news for you. Now you can finally get Viagra at huge discounts. Healthy Man allows you to save up to $500 on Viagra. Why pay U.S. pharmacy prices of $15 per pill or more when you can get Viagra for less than $3 a pill? Call today and get 40 Viagra pills for only $99. This can cost as much as $600 at your local pharmacy. You can't afford not to call us. If you want Viagra at the lowest prices, never pay $15 a pill pharmacy prices again. Get Viagra for less than $3 a pill. Call 877-219-8770 today and save up to $500 and get 40 pills for just $99. Healthy Man is fast, easy, and affordable. Operators are waiting at 877-219-8770 to take your call now. Call 877-219-8770. That's 877-219-8770. Again, 877-219-8770.
Whenever I'm feeling a little down under, I can always count on Nate and Brian for their interesting perspective on topics important to freedom and civil rights by listening to the At Odds Show. Nate and Brian cover important topics with insight, intelligence, and of course humor. I can always expect a laugh or two. So if you want to be informed and have a great time, give these guys a listen.
At odds.
The At Odds Show with the greatest political talk show hosts in history, Nate and Brian. It's sad that they actually believe that. So give a listen because the delusional need love too.
Are you looking for some way cool t-shirts? Check out ChugDug.com. They have hundreds of crazy fun t-shirts like gun, patriotic, and you better believe zombie shirts. At ChugDug.com, you'll find quality shirts at a quality price. All shirts start at just $10 with free shipping over $50. Mention Radio 1 coupon code at checkout and grab a cool 10% off. That's ChugDug.com. T-shirts with attitude.
Individuals and businesses with tax problems, listen carefully. Do you feel like you're losing control over your finances? If you owe over $10,000 in back taxes or have unfiled tax returns, we can help you take back control. The IRS is the largest and most aggressive collection agency in the world, and they can seize your bank account, garnish your paycheck, close your business, and file criminal charges. Take control of your tax problems now by calling the experts at Tax Mediation Services and take advantage of the Fresh Start program and new laws that may allow us to negotiate a settlement for the lowest amount possible. Our team of tax attorneys and enrolled agents can stop collections and get you protected so you can take control of your financial future. Tax Mediation Services is accredited by the Better Business Bureau. Call now for a free case review and a price protection guaranteed quote.
Call Tax Mediation Services now at 800-755-9290. That's 800-755-9290. 800-755-9290.
Hi, I'm Brian.
And I'm Nate.
If you like the At Odds show,
And we know you do.
why not order your very own At Odds t-shirt sizes small to 6XL in a cool black color?
So support our show. Check out the great prices at chugdug.com or head over to our website, atoddshow.com, and click the link.
And unlike listening to our show, you won't be disappointed.
I like mashed potatoes and fried chickens. And yeah, I'd show with Nate and Brian.
Well, that's weird.
All righty.
I don't know what the question was. I didn't listen, but
I know.
we have a lot of guesses.
Okay, well, the question was, which president is on the United States $1,000 bill?
That's right.
Who'd you have?
We got like 30 guesses.
Okay.
Which is like every president.
Yeah, so
ever.
they're going to get it right.
And including people who weren't president, like Benjamin Franklin.
Sure.
That was on there.
Yeah.
So, Obama?
Nope, close though.
Bill Clinton?
Nope.
Hillary Clinton?
Nope.
Oh, Donald Trump?
Not yet.
George Washington?
That's a $1 bill. That's close.
Abraham Lincoln?
1,000 off. Nope, 5.
Hugh Grant?
Not even America. Okay.
I don't know. I'm not going to name all of the presidents.
You're just making names up, aren't you?
Yeah. I sure am.
All right. So it was Grover Cleveland.
Oh, wow.
One of our more famous presidents.
Exciting.
He was the 22nd and 24th president of the United States.
Oh, that's confusing.
Before becoming the president, Grover Cleveland was a lawyer and a Democratic politician.
Wow.
Real quick, do we want to do this day in history? Sure we do. 1954, major civil rights victory. This was the Brown versus Board of Education of Topeka, Kansas, where a little girl wanted to go to a all-white school and was denied. It went before the U.S. Supreme Court, and they said, you cannot keep her out because of the color of her skin.
Woo-hoo.
And so
That's a good
where
one.
The end of segregation started in the United States.
Nice.
So do we have our guest, Nate?
I think you know the answer.
I think I do. It is the president and CEO. And the most beautiful woman probably in the United States, if not the world, Terri Stocke. And she's on the line, and she's going to talk about the Second Amendment March, gun rights, and probably motherhood, because she's a beautiful mother of 2 handsome young men.
Is this the motherhood segment? Terri, how are you doing?
I'm good, Brian. What an intro. Thanks.
You're welcome. So what is this march? We'll start with that. What is this? What's going on? What is this march?
Yes.
And what's it
Start
for?
with the basics, shall we? Second Amendment March is an organization that has been advocating, obviously, the Second Amendment since 2009. And every year since 2010, we've been organizing a march. The first one was in Washington, D.C., and every year since then we decided to focus on just Michigan. So we gather on the east lawn of the Capitol building in Lansing, and we just have a good time. We are there to demonstrate the political power of Michigan's gun owners and just remind our legislators that the Second Amendment is important to us, and we're going to stick up for it.
Now, you talked about the political power of the people of Michigan. Are there any other groups that help with the Second Amendment March?
Indeed, there are. Every year, we are helped out by both Michigan gun owners and Michigan Open Carry. They play an extremely important role in helping to organize the event and get the word out to their members.
Nate's going to ask you some questions now.
I was playing with my headset.
I know.
So thanks for pointing.
That's why I timed it just right.
Yeah, it was good. Terry, we have a few speakers lined up. Do you have any of those that we should mention today that are verified?
Absolutely. We have a great lineup for you guys. We have, first off, I should mention that we have an awesome rock band performing. You may be familiar with them, called Madison Rising. They will be speaking at the event. They are the United States' most preeminent rock band, patriotic rock band. They have an awesome sound. If your listeners haven't heard them yet, I highly recommend they go to MadisonRising.com and listen to some of their stuff. So they will be speaking. We also have Michigan Defensive Firearms Institute speaking, a representative from there, as well as gubernatorial candidate Brian Calley. And one more that I'm almost ready to announce. It's really going to be a cool name. That is mostly confirmed. I'll probably be announcing that in the next couple of days if people follow our Facebook site.
Not yet, though, huh?
Is it me?
We hope so.
It was so
Brian.
It's so secret. That's why I couldn't announce it.
I didn't even know.
There's a spot available for you if you want to speak, Brian.
No, I don't know how to speak good.
Well, we know that, but there's a spot available for you.
Well, thank you.
Anyway,
thank you. I appreciate that.
It is a name that I think people in the gun community will know.
Really?
So that's good.
Nationally or statewide?
Yeah, I think nationally.
Wow. Well, good.
So, yeah.
That's kind of cool. So you're going to keep that under wraps until he or she is confirmed?
It's been announced. We're just not telling you.
Oh, sounds good.
Yeah.
Sounds good. Probably a good idea.
Yeah.
So it is me.
It's about. Yes, we're finally going to let you out to speak, Brian.
Oh, that'll be a big mistake. Well, that's all great. This is a wonderful thing, but what are some of the goals? What do you hope to accomplish, and what are some of the reasons for the event?
Well, we want to draw attention to the cause. Especially within the last few months, there's been a lot of anti-gun rhetoric.
Sure.
A lot of calls for more infringements on our Second Amendment right. And, we really just want to draw attention in a positive way to gun ownership and let people know that, look, this is our natural right to be able to protect ourselves and our families and our loved ones. And it's not, the Second Amendment is not about hunting. It's about protection and protecting our nation as well. So, we just want to draw attention to that. We want people to make appointments with their legislators and talk with them about gun legislation and what's on their minds, and just let them know, look, it shall not be infringed, and we just want to make sure that is at the forefront before, any more legislation is passed that will infringe on those rights.
Yeah, so we've been plugging the march for a while on the show. June 20th, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m., on the lawn of the Michigan State Capitol building. June 20th is a Wednesday, Terry. Why in the hell would you have a rally on a weekday?
Brian, if I had $1...
That's Nate. That was Nate, by the way. That's all right. That was...
Yeah, Nate, sorry.
He set you up for that one.
You guys both have deep voices. I can't tell you apart.
I know. That's a problem we have. That's me now. It's Brian.
It's me.
The good-looking one.
Me.
Now, he's setting you up for that because you have no good answer for that.
Gosh, really, I don't. I've only answered it about 100 times. Not to you, but elsewhere. If I had $1, for each time that was asked, I'd be able to buy Dairy Queen for everybody. Right. So the reason we hold it on a weekday, we've even hashed this out amongst members of the committee. Do we do a weekend this year? Every year we have people ask, why is it on a weekday? More people would come if it was on a weekend. That may or may not be true. I don't know. But the reason we choose a weekday is because legislators are in session on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. And we certainly want our legislators to be there because we're trying to get that message across that, hey, we're here, and we want you to know how important this is to us. So, if we're there on a weekend, that message is going to be lost. In addition, the media is really not going to be covering it much on a weekend. Downtown Lansing is pretty much, a ghost town on the weekends. So we're losing that visibility as well as the visibility of just pedestrians walking around the downtown area. In addition, the Capitol building will be open. It's beautiful to walk through, and we'll have the use of the restrooms there. So that saves us a little bit of money there with having to not rent porta-johns and things like that. So there are a whole host of reasons to have it on a weekday, and I know that not everybody is able to get the day off work, but a lot of companies do have vacation days that people can take, and we generally try to announce the date at least 3 or 4 months in advance. This year, I think we announced it at the end of January. Yeah, so we're hoping that people will choose to take a day off and come on out because it's a great time. It really is a fun event, and it's family friendly too.
Yeah, so I mean, some people really just can't take the day off of work on a weekday, or what else can they do if they still want to support the cause and be involved?
Right. If they go to our website at 2amarch.com, there's a donation link on the left-hand side. We're still trying to cover the cost of the event, as well as a downloadable flyer that's there. They can certainly print that out and take that to their local gun ranges, gun shops, etc., and ask them if they can post the flyer in the shop, because the more people we have there, the better. We're already pretty happy with the number of people who have RSVP'd already that they're attending. It's larger than we've ever had. So, but we certainly would love to have more people there. So they can print that out, or even, if you can't get out, even people who are shut-ins who can't get out to distribute those flyers, download the flyer, attach it to an email, and email as many gun ranges, training places that you can find.
Just their friends and family and social media, they can send it.
Absolutely. And not necessarily just once. I've been sharing it. I don't want to bombard my friends with it, but I've been sharing it periodically just to keep it at the forefront and remind them. And if you have friends that are interested in the event, let's convert those interested people to actually going and ask them to go to the event page and indicate that they are going to the event and not just planning it.
So you talked about raising money for costs without going into specific details and amounts. What are some of the costs associated with the event?
Yeah, a lot of people don't realize what goes into an event like this. There's the fee for having the event on the Capitol grounds. There's the sound system fee. There's the tent fee. We actually had to increase the size of our tent this year because of the interest in the event. We have vendor tables inside that tent, so we have the cost of renting those tables and chairs and et cetera, et cetera. We have the cost of bringing the band here from New York and putting them up for the night. They've been very generous, but of course it's not free for them to travel and bring up all of their gear here. They deserve to be paid for their time. So, there are a lot of things that go into it, and it really adds up fast.
Now, Terri, why didn't the band play for free, and why doesn't everybody just do everything for free and donate everything for free?
Right. I think tomorrow I'll go work for free. I'll just tell my boss, keep it out of my paycheck. Sure.
I hear that from people. Well, I don't know why you guys are spending any money at all. There people should Ted Nugent should just come for free and talk because he is a patriot. And
right.
Last time I checked, he was wanting $45,000 to appear. So.
Right. Exactly. Yeah. People deserve to be paid for their time.
I agree. And I want to point out the salaries of the organizers of the event. How much do they get paid? Like the board members?
I heard there was an increase this year.
I heard it was a 100% increase over last year.
Yeah, 100% increase, I heard.
Yeah, 100% increase of zero. Let's see, that's
zero. So as president, what is your salary per year for the...
It's a very personal question, Brian.
Just your salary for the march, just to let people know.
Yeah. It's absolutely zero. No one gets any money for the march. In fact, I actually spend my own money for running advertisements and things like that. I think we've all done that.
Yeah.
No one. It's all 100% volunteer. Nobody takes a dime from it. In fact, even the sale of the T-shirts that we do at the event, that all gets channeled back into the Second Amendment March Fund so that we can continue to bring these events to people year after year.
Right. I just wanted to make that clear that we receive no compensation at all and spend lots of hours organizing this.
Right.
All right. So
and it's fun.
It is fun, somewhat. It can be frustrating, but
it's certainly a worthy cause.
It's a worthy cause.
Yeah.
Now I heard that you're banning, like the NRA, you're banning guns. Nobody can have guns at the event.
Right. Yeah. In fact, as you know, a lot of people tend to call this an open carry march, which certainly at first glance would seem to be the case, because you'll see all types of firearms at this event. It's not strictly an open carry event, although we certainly do encourage people to carry in any legal manner in which they so choose. So open carry, concealed carry, or even no carry. It doesn't matter to us. If you support the Second Amendment, we want you there.
And one of the nice things about Michigan is they do allow you to have firearms at the Capitol and in the Capitol.
In the Capitol building, yeah.
Yes, they sure do. Yes, that's a common misunderstanding. People think that they're not allowed to carry in the Capitol. Interestingly enough, although you can't carry in the Capitol, or you can carry in the Capitol, they are actually a little more restrictive about their sign policy. They're worried about the signs damaging the walls inside the building.
Well, that's the other thing they ask, is if you're carrying long guns, is be respectful of the wallpaper and the wainscoting and all that.
Don't bump into things.
Don't bump into the walls, because they go ballistic over that.
Ah, hilarious. Well, Terri, we're about out of time. We really appreciate your time that you've spent with us. Where can people find out more about the march and about the Second Amendment March organization?
So there are two places. You can go to www.2amarch.com. But the place where we're actually posting most of our updates in terms of speakers and the latest happenings is on our Facebook event page. And that is at facebook.com/2amarch.
So on Facebook, big presence there, and that's where they can get the most up-to-date information.
Yeah, and interact with
right.
the
ask
groups
questions.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes, ask questions, find rides. We have people that are carpooling or caravanning around. We have people coming from other states. So absolutely, join us there. Come interact with us, and absolutely, we want everybody to come on out on June 20th. We'd love to see you.
All right, Terri, it's been fun.
Same here.
Thanks.
Talk to you guys later.
Yeah, thanks for being on. Bye-bye.
All right, bye-bye.
So 2amarch.com, facebook.com/2amarch. There's been a ton of engagement on the event on the Facebook page.
Yeah, we got thousands of people that are saying they're going to come, and we've got 8,000 that are interested. So we're hoping that some of those will come over, and we might have 3,000 or 4,000 people there.
It's going to be good. Yeah, I'm excited about it.
How much time do we got?
Like a minute.
Okay.
So what do you got?
So I just found out I'm colorblind.
Just now you found that out?
I found it out yesterday.
How many fingers am I holding up?
That diagnosis came completely out of the purple. Are we any closer?
We're closer, but it felt like an hour to get there. Oh, boy. Yikes. All right. That was a good one. I don't have any. I didn't know it was joke time.
I could do one more.
Yeah, do another
All right. So, I just burned 2,000 calories.
Oh.
Yeah, that's the last time I'm leaving brownies in the oven and taking a nap.
Boy. Hilarious. That's not funny. That's not funny at all.
All right, now I got to erase those so I don't tell them again next week.
So what else? I don't know.
Well, you said
you told your joke way too fast. We've got a minute now, and I don't.
You said, all right.
I don't like to end abruptly. I try really hard not to.
I know. Well, let's see. We could talk about. How about we talk about shouting wolf?
Okay.
Shouting wolf is a poor strategy.
When
you shout wolf and there's not a wolf, and it happens a lot in certain communities where they're shouting about being abused for being black, like a black pastor who wrote he was treated poorly by a cop.
Oh, got it. Well, he was some leadership of NAACP,
yeah, a local or state leader.
Yeah.
But when they looked at the video, it didn't pan out that way. Yeah. The police officer was very respectful And
I don't understand that. I mean, there's
it
enough
doesn't help your cause.
Right. There's enough bad stuff that you
Right.
don't have to make it up.
Right.
I don't get it.
I don't get it either.
But-
Maybe they just want their minute of fame.
Yeah. Well, see you next week.
All right. Bye-bye.